few had been before with families for short visits. Israel's always exciting and uplifting and inspiring, but to experience it through the eyes of these students who were experiencing it for the first time was just a thrill. It was very special to see their reactions to places and experiences that are precious to me, and new places and new experiences. So I loved it, and it was very special. One is in the order in which we experienced them. I think it was our second day there that we went to Heichal HaAtzmaut, Israel Independence Hall, the museum in Tel Aviv, where on May 14th, 1948, the 5th of Iyar, on the Hebrew calendar, Prime Minister, well, he wasn't yet Prime Minister, but David Ben-Gurion declared the State of Israel. And I was there for the first time 2 years before, and it's an amazing feeling, especially when, as we're all sitting there, they played the tape of David Ben-Gurion's actual voice reading the Declaration of Independence, and you see all the nameplates where everybody sat, and you hear his voice, and you're in the very same room, and you see the big picture of Theodore Herzl and the Israeli flags hanging from the sides, just like you see in all the famous pictures. Unbelievable. And also what was very powerful this time that I didn't experience 2 years ago when I was there is at the end of the program, they played also on that same tape the voices of everybody together after he declared the state, of everybody singing Hatikvah, and they asked all of us there, students and staff, to sing Hatikvah along with the tape. That was so moving and so powerful for me. We were singing together with the people who were singing 50-some years ago. It was just an amazing sense of unity and continuity, and our voices were uniting with their voices who were there when Israel declared a state. It was very powerful. The other, among many others, was when we first got to Jerusalem. And we came up via Mount Scopus, and when we got off the bus and went to that overlook point and saw the magnificent panorama of the old city and the new city and the Temple Mount, and what can I say? It's just one of the most beautiful sights in the world. And I saw in the eyes and in the faces of so many of the students that same kind of reaction. It was just always so, what can I say, exciting to be in Jerusalem and to come to Jerusalem, and you see that first glimpse after not having seen it for so long. So those were two very precious moments, because it's phenomenal, because it's exciting, it's beautiful, it's enriching, it's meaningful, it's fun, it's your roots, it's your heritage, it's your homeland, it's your people. It's part of who you are. This is who we are as a Jewish people. This is what our roots go back to. You'll be able to climb Masada and swim in the Dead Sea and walk on the same general roads that Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob walked, and have an amazing, personal and spiritual experience that nothing can compare to. That's the way I would start telling them that it's really an amazing opportunity. I'll tell you one thing that I remember vividly in my first trip, and I heard students saying this too. There's a sense of awe and amazement that everybody's Jewish. Obviously, there's some non-Jewish people around, right? Obviously, the Christians and the Muslims, but for the most part, it's the Jewish majority, and it's mind-boggling. For the first time, you're in a culture where you're the majority of the culture, and it's not like you're 2% of the population or whatever it is in America. So that's a pretty mind-boggling feeling. Beyond that, I think, what I felt and what I sensed on my first trip, and what I sensed students were feeling on this trip, was just the general sense of awe and wonder and amazement and a real connection to my Jewish roots and to Jewish people throughout the world and Jewish history and my Jewish identity. A sense also that I felt, and a sense that the students felt also, is how very, very lucky we all are to be able to go to Israel, when for really thousands of years so many people in so many parts of the world have not had that privilege and yearned about it and dreamed about it, and that's all they could do. And also how precious the land is, how much precious Jewish blood was spilled by